Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Firewall Studios, and I hope that I hope this video, you know, helps you out, and hopefully hopefully it'd help you become a successful YouTuber and stuff like that. I'm gonna give you, some tips on how to be successful on YouTube. So, for one, okay, this is number one. You get Number one is commit to posting to YouTube multiple times per week. So, you know, you gotta pretty much, in order to get your channel out there to get noticed, that's one of the things you gotta do. You gotta show commit. You gotta commit to posting, content, multiple times per week. Um, if possible, post a video to YouTube 3 or more times per week, especially if you're just starting out or trying to build an audience. Keeping a regular schedule with multiple posts per week can quickly raise, your channel in the algorithm. So, creating a ton of content in the beginning on similar topics will help your channel perform well in the algorithm, and also create, a library of content that will usher viewers from one video to another, boosting your watch time and giving them a reason to subscribe. That's what you got to do. I mean, like I said, you got to post multiple times per week. Like I was just saying, I would post, a video to YouTube at least three or more, at least 3 times a week. That's what I would say. Okay, so, number two, you got develop a sustainable video production workflow. So, whatever kind of videos you want to make, choose content that you can develop and create on a regular basis, and find ways to streamline your production workflow, whether it's setting up a studio, creating an editing template, or hiring assistants or a production team. Keep refining your topics and production workflow until your process is a well-oiled machine. So, and here's a little tip. One of the best things you can do is set up a small video studio where it's time to shoot. You can simply turn on the lights and get started. But what I would, there's a program that I use on my computer. It's called Streamlabs OBS, or you could use regular OBS. So, I mean, neither one of those will work, and it takes time to get used to it. It took time for me to get used to it. Okay, so number three, how you begin. Number three, begin each video with an interesting hook. And see, how you hook viewers depends on you and your content. If a video features a project of any kind, show the end result first. A stunning result makes people more interested to see how you achieved it. This approach is great for DIY and makeover videos. For instance, cute girl hairstyles always begins by showing the end result before explaining how to create a hairstyle. That's just an example. Stories are another way to pique viewers' interest. People are hardwired for stories. When you start your video with a story, people will naturally want to stick around to see what happens. Plus, personal stories endear the presenter to the viewer and can often provide a helpful segue to more complicated ideas. However, you hook viewers, make sure your opener relates directly to the subject matter. Viewers clicked because they were interested, so quickly get into the subject they wanted to hear about in the first place. I mean, you may have seen YouTubers create intrigue by starting, with a story or fact that seems completely off topic and then connecting it to the topic. This tactic works best when you already have a large audience that trusts you. So, okay, so number 4, keep titles and opening credits short. Attention spans are short. You know, a long title or credit sequence at the beginning of a video can cause people to lose interest. Also, a long opener discourages, binge watching because people don't want to, watch the same thing, launch the same sequence over and over again. Instead, make your opening title and credits short and punchy. Make the whole opener no longer than 5 seconds. So here's another thing. 5, add end screens to promote your video's channel or website. End screens are interactive graphics that link to other video playlist or channel or web page or prompt someone to subscribe to your channel. As the feature name suggests, you can add end screens only in the last 20 seconds of your video. So you have to plan where the end screens will appear. One option is to frame the subject of your video in such a way that you have room for end screens. Talking over the end screen will continue to engage the viewer. Or you can add a slate with an image or a logo where you can place your end screens. This option is useful if you don't want the end screen to interfere with your content. End screens tend to work best if the on-screen presenter is still taking and giving information to the viewer. If you just cut to a screen with a color or a design and no new information, viewers are likely to click off the page. YouTube viewers are somewhat conditioned to do that now. If you continue to provide information, it will give viewers a reason to stick around. Okay. So, number 6, edit distractions out of your video. Long pauses, meandering talking, bouncing from one subject to another, or being boring can make people start looking at the recommended videos for something more interesting. Keep tangents to a minimum, and if you do veer from the topic, make sure it's engaging, either usually or with a story. Don't give viewers a reason to click away. You got to keep your videos fast-paced and engaging. That's what I'm saying. And number 7, design video thumbnails YouTube users want to click. Thumbnails, you know, are more than any other factor can make or break your success on YouTube. Why? Suggested videos. Suggested videos are the leading source of organic traffic on YouTube. As someone is watching a video on YouTube, your video thumbnail needs to stand out when it's a suggested video in the right sidebar. When your video appears as a suggested video, YouTube is basically endorsing it by saying that someone watching some other video might enjoy your video as well. Moreover, if your video attracts clicks as a suggested video, or its clickability is likely to register with the YouTube algorithm, remember that more than anything else in the world, YouTube wants viewers to click another video, so they're going to recommend videos that are most likely to get that click. And deliver on the thumbnail's promise. You know what I mean? You got to, first and foremost, make the thumbnail relevant to the video's title and content. Nothing makes people click away faster than a video that has nothing to do with the thumbnail. Viewers feel tricked. You'll not only alienate your audience, but you'll also have a low watch time, which the YouTube algorithm values the most of all. And so you got to do that to, that's just what you got to do. So, number 8, test thumbnail options with AdWords. Ultimately, you won't know if a thumbnail will work unless you test it. Create several options to test your thumbnails with Google AdWords. And YouTube Analytics, the suggested video views can help you check on the success or progress of your thumbnails. To group the videos you want to test, open Creator Studio and go to Analytics, and then go to Overview. In the top right, click Groups and select Create Video Group from the drop-down menu. From there, you can create a group of similar videos. And then next, select traffic sources in the analytics area, then suggested videos to see which video in your group performed the best. Remember, find similarities between the top performing videos and build those elements into future thumbnails. That's key. And here's the last thing, number 10, create long videos to improve watch time. Although you want to keep your credits short, make sure, and just keep this in mind, make your actual video content as long as it makes sense for your topic. Making long videos seems counterintuitive, given the famously short attention spans online. Indeed, shorter videos were considered better, but today longer videos equate to more watch time, which boosts your content in the algorithm. Ultimately, the right length for a video just long enough to get all the information across without padding your video. Don't make a video longer just for the sake of making it longer because you'll lose viewers. But you do want to develop your video content with longer videos in mind. In general, videos from 7 to 15 minutes tend to perform the best. And here's an extra, tip to being successful on YouTube with the videos and stuff like that. Here's an extra one. 11, go live on YouTube, live streaming. Live streaming will help you out tremendously. Like it really will help you out. In the long run, it will. Because that's how I was able to build my channel up, is by doing live streams and doing reaction videos and stuff like that. That's what I had to do with mine. But also another tip on how to be successful and making good YouTube videos and being successful on YouTube is that if you just main thing to make it on YouTube is you got to ignore people that leave you hate comments, because you're going to have people that leave you hate comments. They're going to be jealous of you no matter what. There's always going to be somebody out there that's jealous of you. 3, you gotta be persistent, keeping your channel clean as far as, when you're doing a live stream, make sure you don't make sure altogether that you follow the YouTube guidelines. That's just the main thing that you gotta worry about and look into. But that concludes this video, guys. Just make sure you smack the like button, ring the bell, and subscribe. And remember, as always, be part of the Fire Nation. Stay lit, stay chill, stay positive, guys. And I will see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace.